Good morning, people, and welcome back to another episode of The Final Cut, your daily pulse in horror. I'm your host, Travis, and after an incredible run at Hysteria Fest this weekend, we're heading straight into the shadows of Fantasia Festival in Montreal. Look out for our exclusive interviews with Sam Fox and the creators of our new short, Open Wide, plus coverage of two must-see titles, Hold the Fort and Hellcat. We are just getting started, but for today's show, let's dive in. All right, first up, Scott Derrickson and Maggie Levin are joining forces to bring Ghost Eaters to life on screen. The best-selling novel by Clay McLeod Chapman, described as a terrifying trip into grief and addiction, is being developed by Screen Gems. Levin, who wrote for VHS 99 and directed My Valentine, will handle writing and directing duties while Derrickson and his Black Phone team produce. The story follows a group of friends who take a drug called Ghosts that lets them see the dead. Once it's in your system, there's no going back. So, would you take a drug that lets you see ghosts, even if it meant they could follow you back? What horror drug stories scared you the most? Let us know what they might be and what you think of this story in the comments ahead. And next up, Barbarian director Zach Cregger is rebooting Resident Evil, and fans may want to buckle up. Despite being a huge fan of the games, Cregger says he's not sticking to the lore. Instead, he's crafting a story that captures the feeling of the games rather than their strict plot points. He admits people might come for him online, but his focus is on telling a compelling, terrifying story first. So, should game to film adaptations follow the lore exactly? Or do you prefer bold reinterpretations? And what's your favorite Resident Evil character? Let us know what your answer is and what you think of this story in the comments ahead. And finally, social media horror satire Skillhouse is officially in theaters, even as rapper 50 Cent battles its release in court. The film stars TikToker Bryce Hall and Hannah Stocking as influencers trapped in a mansion, forced to complete deadly viral challenges for survival. Directed by Saw writer Josh Stolberg, the film takes aim at influencer culture and comes with all the chaos you'd expect. Despite a lawsuit claiming misuse of his name and likeness, 50's motions to block the film's release was denied. So, here's my question for you guys. Does Skillhouse sound like clever satire or a clout-chasing disaster? And would you watch more horror films starring content creators? Really curious to your answer on that, because there's about to be a whole bunch of them coming out. But let me know what you think and what your thoughts are in the comments ahead. Today's take: horror is evolving in real time. We're seeing the genre shift from the page to the platform, from haunted houses to haunted hashtags. Whether it's ghost drugs, undead reboots, or influencer horror, death games, one thing's for sure, it's a wild time to be a horror movie fan. We want to hear from you. Head to the comments, the DMs, or tag us at HMUNCUT. You want to hit me up personally, Travis Nyquil, with all your takes. Which headline today has you most intrigued? What do you think of the influencer horror wave that we're currently living through right now? And which festival horror film are you dying to see next that you've been hearing about? We'll feature some of your replies in tomorrow's show if we get them. If you're listening to today's show on Spotify, also make sure to answer today's Spotify poll question. That's it for today's episode of The Final Cut, your daily pulse in horror. Hit that like button, follow wherever you stream, and subscribe on YouTube and Spotify to never miss an episode drop. Until tomorrow, we'll be back with more news. Until then, you know the drill. Keep the lights on.